How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Level M Diecast. Of course, we do have a new Mattel Creations right here. Been a little bit since we've cracked open one of these Matchbox Mattel Creations models. This one comes in a giant box for some reason. I did open the main box itself, but I have not opened the entire inside of the box because I was curious, why did it come in this big box? But for some reason, it comes in this big box now, which is fine. Probably just for shipping purposes, but this, of course, is the new 1987 Nissan Skyline GTS-R. This, of course, is the R31 Skyline, something that's been relatively missed in the diecast realm for a little bit. Now, because it comes in that box, there is no tape. There's no tape on the corners of the box. It does say Nissan on there, Yokohama, obviously. So, get this opened up. It does come with the tissue paper wrapped around it as per usual. So we'll slide this out. There we go. So it has the tissue paper on there, just like all of the Mattel Creations models have. So we'll get that ripped off of there. So there we go. Ooh-wee. That looks pretty. So there is our 87 Nissan Skyline, which looks very, very cool. There was one prototype of this at the gathering this year. It went to my buddy Ezra, so he got one of the first prototypes of this one. So kind of curious where this was going to, pop up. It does come with a little bit of a race detail on there. There is the details on the back. Usually gives a little bit of information about the model. Pretty straightforward. Kind of crazy to think this is the 7th generation, which is crazy being in the 80s. But Skyline's been around for a very, very long time. Slide this out of the little protective case it comes in. And then we'll get this popped open. There we go. Get that off of there. There is the model. You can see the base has a really nice texture to it. Basically going into a corner right there, which looks pretty decent. The hood does open up on this one. It doesn't stay up. As you can see, it's a pretty common problem with most moving parts models, though. There is your, I think that's a 4-banger in there. No, it's a 6-cylinder. Not sure what they used back in the day. I'm not a Skyline guy, but details under there look really, really good. Does have details in there for the radiator and all that good stuff. Says Skyline on the tower strut bar, which is very cool. So very, very cool details to that. This is right-hand drive. I do believe all of these will be right-hand drive. I don't see any reason why there would ever be a interior variation, but you never know. Details on the side. It does say Matchbox right there. Kind of get that to focus a little bit. Apologize about that. There we go. It says Lugo on there. So Abe worked on this particular one. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Number 23 on there says Nissan. Looks pretty decent. Details on the rear end there. Yokohama, Nissan, all that good stuff like that. This particular model might have a metal base on it. Let's go ahead and see where my screwdriver's at. All right, got that off of the base so that we can get a better look at it. I suppose I should have just done that in the first place. There is the base seats. It does have a metal base on there, which is really nice. Really nice to see that the base is metal. It is a gray painted base, which is an interesting color choice. MB1482 is your man number for this one. See, copyright 2023 Mattel. This casting's been in the works for way too long. Way too long. I find it absolutely absurd that it takes 2 years to get a casting out. I think that's just absurd. It's just absurd. This model feels pretty good in hand. It's pretty heavy, and the sizing is pretty good on it. The True Grip tires on here look decent. I think the wheel choice was decent, but overall, it's a pretty decent release. So let's get this cracked up right there. We'll set that up right there. We'll not worry about the packaging stuff for right now. We will put our Skyline right up there on our logo. So there you go. That is just a quick unboxing. 1987 Nissan Skyline GTS-R Mattel Creations exclusive. We should hopefully see that one come to the collector line at some point in time, but unfortunately probably not going to come to the moving parts line just because of that metal base. But who knows? Stranger things have happened. So anyways, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about that Skyline dropping in as a Matchbox. Very, very nice. We'll catch you next time here at LMD. Peace!